On 26th January 1950, amidst the salutation of 21 cannons and the hoisting of the tricolor, President Dr. Rajendra Prasad inaugurated independent India's self-made constitution. Witnessing the beginning of a new era in India, prominent figures like C. Rajagopalachari, Jawaharlal Nehru and Sardar Patel stood alongside the citizens of the nation. Just 3 years after witnessing the dawn of independence, India drafted its constitution, showcasing its sovereignty to the world. However, the journey was not an easy one. Exploring the pages of history reveals that the fight for independence and the right to create our own constitution was fraught with challenges. During the First World War, Indians, weary of British colonial rule, found a golden opportunity when Britain sought assistance. Indians willingly supported Britain in the war, hoping it would lead to freedom from British rule. But once again, the British reneged on their promises and instead brought forth the Government of India Act 1919. This act introduced a diarchy in several provinces, delegating subjects like health, education and agriculture to Indian ministers, while retaining military, defense and foreign affairs under the Viceroy. The British assured that the act's impact would be evaluated in the future. This move laid the foundation for the Simon Commission, which arrived in India in 1928. The Simon Commission theoretically reviewed constitutional reforms and prepared its report. However, times had changed, and the Indian populace was no longer willing to be misled. The demand for self-rule and a constitution of their own was now deeply ingrained in the minds of Indians. After the Simon Commission's report, widespread protest erupted across the country. To quell the unrest, the British organized the roundtable conferences, though these efforts failed as leaders from all sections of society did not participate. While the British were attempting to manipulate Indian intentions, visionary leaders of the country had already begun drafting a constitution. In 1928, Motilal Nehru and 8 Congress leaders prepared a draft constitution building upon decisions made during the Karachi session of the Indian National Congress in 1921. Thus, the outline of independent India's constitution began to take shape. As time progressed, the Government of India Act 1935 arrived, forming the structural base of our constitution. It served as the foundation upon which the majestic structure of the current constitution was built. This act signaled the stirrings of independence for India. However, as independence drew closer, the divide between the Muslim League and Congress deepened, with no room left for compromise on fundamental issues. Despite these disputes, Indian leaders continued moving towards their goal. During the Second World War by 1945, all parties reached a consensus on a constitutional framework that included universal adult franchise, freedom, equality, and the protection of minority rights. Simultaneously, the Quit India movement and the audacity of the Indian National Army shattered Britain's dream of ruling India indefinitely. As the Indian national movement gained momentum, the British were pressured to form a constituent assembly to draft the constitution. Amidst this fervor, the first meeting of the Constituent Assembly was held on 9th December 1946 at Constitution Hall in New Delhi. While Mahatma Gandhi was absent, nearly every prominent figure of the national movement participated. However, the Muslim League boycotted the meeting, demanding the partition of India and the creation of Pakistan. A total of 207 members attended the first meeting, where Dr. Sachidanand Sinha, the Assembly's senior-most member, was elected as its provisional chairman. 2 days later, on 11th December, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the permanent chairman, while Dr. H.C. Mukherjee and V.T. Krishnamachari were appointed as vice chairmen. Then came the golden day of 15th August 1947, when India broke the shackles of colonial rule and saw the dawn of freedom. With an electrifying address, Jawaharlal Nehru, independent India's first Prime Minister, inspired the nation. This historic speech, famously known as Tryst with Destiny, was etched into the annals of history. The process of drafting the constitution accelerated after independence. While material for the constitution was abundant, selecting and interpreting it approximately was a complex task. The Constituent Assembly passed resolution on 29th August 1947 to form a drafting committee, deliberate on the draft prepared by B.N. Rao. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was appointed as the chairman of this committee, which included 6 other members besides Ambedkar. Several significant decisions were made during the drafting process, including India's membership in the Commonwealth, the selection of the national flag, as well as the adoption of the national anthem and song. Interestingly, the preamble, which holds the first position in the Constitution, was passed at the very end. While the Constitution is a political and legal document, the preamble imparts philosophical vision to it. Under Dr. Ambedkar's leadership, the Constitution makers studied the constitutions of 60 countries and presented the final draft on 4th November 1948. After the Constitution was prepared, the challenge arose of inscribing it elegantly, with the selection of Prem Bihari Narayan Rayzada, a renowned calligrapher of his time. The Constitution was handwritten by Rayzada in calligraphic fonts, and each page was artistically adorned by artists from Shantiniketan under the guidance of Nandalal Bose. In this way, the world's largest democracy's self-made constitution was completed in a total of 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days. On 26 November 1949, the constitution was officially adopted, signed by 284 members of the Constituent Assembly, including 15 women. The date of 26 January was chosen for its implementation because on 26 January 1930, the Indian National Congress had passed the resolution of Poorn Swaraj at its Lahore session, regarded as India's first Independence Day, making it a fitting choice for the Constitution's enforcement. On 26 January 1950, amid the chill of Delhi's winter, patriotism warmed the air as C. Rajagopalachari proclaimed India as a sovereign democratic republic. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was sworn in as the first President of India, followed by a public ceremony attended by Dr. Prasad and Indonesia's President Sukarno as the chief guest. Thus, 26 January 1950 became a golden chapter in the history of India. That's it for today's episode. See you in another episode with a new story. Until then, Jai Hind.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.